A chandelier swings above a blood-streaked courtroom, its crystals reflecting chaos. A woman, early 30s, in a wine-stained white blouse, screams with broken fury. She was never supposed to know. Her voice shreds the silence. A judge pounds the gavel, but no one hears. A man in a navy suit slumps to the floor, eyes open, lifeless. Police sirens bleed red across the courtroom windows. An elderly woman clutches a scorched envelope to her chest, muttering prayers. A little girl, maybe 6, barefoot and pale, stands center aisle, whispering to no one. He watched her die. Glass crunches under a man's shoe. He's stepping on shattered lenses, picking up a burnt photograph. In one corner, a woman sobs into her silk gloves. The camera pans upward, catching a ceiling camera, still recording. The room is full, but no one moves. This is not the end. It is the ignition. Outside the courthouse, news vans screech to a halt. Reporters shout questions that no one answers. Rain begins to fall, faint and cold, washing away traces of blood trailing down the steps. Detective Marcus Lang, 42, stands still beneath the stone pillars, eyes narrowed, coat soaked. He doesn't write anything. He doesn't move. Behind him, the glass doors creak shut with finality. That wasn't supposed to happen, a rookie officer mutters. Marcus doesn't reply. He watches the raindrops drip from his badge, then turns to look at a photograph in his hand. A girl, 6 years old, smiling beside a woman in red. A sharp breath escapes him. She knew, he whispers, barely audible. The wind howls down the street like a warning. Marcus pockets the photo, turns toward the alley, and walks away from the lights. Inside the back of a black SUV, the little girl sits motionless. Her hair clings to her forehead from the rain, dress damp and rumpled. No one speaks. Across from her sits a woman in a pantsuit, early 40s, tablet in lap, expression unreadable. "Do you know what happened?" the woman finally asks. The girl doesn't look up. Instead, she hums a lullaby, off-key, slow, haunting. The woman frowns. "We can help you, but you have to help us." The humming grows louder. The SUV's engine rumbles as it pulls into traffic. The girl finally speaks. "He said not to talk." The woman leans forward, voice trembling. "Who said that?" The girl turns her head slowly, her eyes vacant. "The man with the burned hands." Silence returns, thicker than before. The lullaby hum resumes. A flashback stabs into the silence. The girl's memory plays like a flickering reel. A room, dim, smoky, the wallpaper peeling. She hides beneath a wooden table, knees pulled to chest. Shadows move across the walls. 2 men arguing. One slams the other into a shelf, sending glass shattering. Flames glow in the background. One man's hands are wrapped in bandages, seared and blackened. He turns suddenly, as if he senses her presence. "You see," he says, voice raw. "This is how silence is made." Then he laughs. A sound like metal scraping bone. The child's breath catches. Her eyes meet his, cold, gray, infinite. And then it all goes black. The memory ends. Back in the SUV, she bites her lip till it bleeds. In an evidence locker under yellow flickering lights, Officer Dana opens a metal drawer. Inside lies the scorched envelope. She slips on gloves, opens it. Inside, a charred page, half legible. The ink bleeds, but one line is intact. "I told you this silence would kill her." Dana blinks. Her lips part, stunned. A file photo slips from the stack. A woman in red, same as the one in the little girl's photo. On the back, scribbled, "Find the other one." Dana freezes. "There's another child," she whispers. In the hallway outside, the sound of a metal locker slamming echoes like a gunshot. Dana turns sharply, heart racing. The lights above flicker again, slower now. The rain hasn't stopped. Marcus Lang stands outside a rundown apartment building, cigarette lit but untouched between his lips. He watches a stray dog paw at a garbage bag. Behind him, the door creaks open. A woman steps out, mid-30s, black hoodie, face lined by fatigue. It's Anna, the girl's mother. She hesitates at the threshold, arms wrapped around herself. You said you'd find who did it, she murmurs. Marcus exhales slowly, rain streaking across his stubbled jaw. I said I'd find the truth. Anna nods faintly, but her eyes are hollow. She doesn't sleep, just hums that song, the same one I sang to her before. Her voice cracks, breaking open something deeper. Marcus doesn't move, just listens, because sometimes that's the only thing left that doesn't cost more pain. Thunder rolls. Anna says, what if she remembers it wrong? Marcus drops the cigarette into a puddle. What if she doesn't? In the little girl's bedroom, untouched toys lie scattered. A mobile above the bed turns slowly. The girl sits cross-legged on the floor, tracing lines on a stuffed rabbit's ear. Anna sits across from her trying to smile. You used to call him Mr. Bobo, remember? The girl doesn't answer. She just keeps tracing. Anna's smile wavers. Do you want to talk about the man you saw? The girl stops. Her fingers press into the fabric. He had keys. Lots of them. They made noises in his coat. Anna's heart thunders. What did he do? The girl blinks slowly. He didn't talk, but he looked at me, like he knew what I did. The room seems to grow colder. Anna kneels beside her, reaching for her hand, but the girl pulls back. It wasn't my fault, she whispers. I didn't know what silence meant. At the precinct, Marcus spreads photos across a corkboard, burned items, a family portrait, court sketches. He pins the last photo. The man with bandaged hands, face blurred. No prints, no name, just this, Dana says, handing him a sealed bag. Inside, a rusted key ring. Marcus studies it. One key is shaped like a music note. He flinches. Where was this found? Dana replies. Inside the girl's coat pocket. Marcus stares at her. She never went near the fire. Dana nods slowly. Unless someone put it there for her to find. Silence builds like pressure in a sealed room. Marcus's eyes narrow. What if she wasn't the witness? Dana's brows lift. Then what was she? He presses a thumb against the music note key. The message. Anna stands alone in her kitchen, staring at the photo on the fridge, her daughter and sister, both smiling. She touches it softly. Behind her, the kettle whistles, but she doesn't move. Her sister's voice echoes in her mind. Don't ever tell her what he did to me. Anna closes her eyes. The night it all fell apart floods back, her sister on the phone, crying, then the click of the line going dead. She never called back. Anna opens a drawer and pulls out a jewelry box. Inside is a necklace, silver with a broken clasp. A blood stain still faint near the edge. She wraps it in tissue and tucks it inside her coat. Her reflection in the window stares back, older, guilty, splintered. She whispers, I should have burned it all. The whistle fades. She never touched the tea. The little girl sleeps uneasily. Moonlight spills through her curtains. Her fingers twitch, her lips move, as if whispering dreams. In her mind, she walks a hallway, endless, lined with doors. Each one whispers her name. She opens one. A music box plays that haunting tune. Inside the room, her sister. Wait. She doesn't have a sister. The girl in the corner turns slowly. Bandaged hands. No face. Just void. The music slows. Her own voice echoes, I didn't mean to. She backs away. The walls melt into fire. Screams echo, and then stillness. The girl bolts upright in bed, gasping. Anna rushes in, holding her. Shh, it's okay. But the girl stares past her, eyes locked on the shadows. He's here, she says, voice dry. Anna freezes. A creak sounds from the hallway. A press conference flashes with camera shutters. The district attorney stands beneath a seal, flanked by stone-faced officers. "We will prosecute all involved, regardless of their connection to the court," she declares. Marcus stands at the back, watching silently. His phone buzzes. A message from Dana. "They're burying something. Meet me." His gaze sharpens. Across the room, Anna enters, invited by a reporter. The Da's smile fades. "What's she doing here?" someone mutters. Anna steps forward and speaks. "You're lying to everyone." Gasps ripple. "My sister didn't die in the fire. She died 3 days before it." Chaos. Flashbulbs erupt. The Da's voice strains. "That's not verified." "Then explain this," Anna snaps, holding up the burned necklace. The room erupts. Marcus slips out the back, phone already dialing. Inside a small diner, Dana slides into the booth across from Marcus, coat dripping from rain. She tosses a flash drive on the table. Footage from the security feed, 3 hours wiped clean. Marcus picks it up. "Was it overwritten?" Dana shakes her head. "No, manually deleted, by someone with level 5 access." He looks up sharply. "That's internal." She nods. "Exactly. And the footage before the gap?" She hands him a printed frame. A figure walking the hallway, bandaged hands, dragging a briefcase. Time-stamped 3 days before the fire. Marcus breathes through his teeth. "So Anna's right." Dana leans in. "The girl wasn't the witness. She's the target." Silence hangs between them. Outside, thunder cracks. Inside, Marcus whispers, "We've been watching the wrong direction." Anna paces the hospital waiting area. The little girl is inside with a psychiatrist. Anna's hands tremble as she holds the drawing her daughter made, scribbles of fire, keys, and a faceless man. The psychiatrist exits, face unreadable. "She called him the Keeper," said he collects voices. Anna blinks. Voices? The doctor nods. She believes silence is something stolen, not chosen. Anna collapses into a seat. "She's not crazy," she says. "No," the doctor replies. "But someone made her believe this." Anna stares at the drawing again. One door, different from the rest, black with no knob. At the bottom, in jagged red crayon, "Don't open." Anna whispers, "It's not just memory, it's warning." A child's lullaby hum echoes faintly from the hallway. Marcus and Dana sneak into the archive basement of the courthouse, off limits, dimly lit. Rows of rusting file cabinets tower above them. "We're looking for sealed testimonies from her sister's abuse case," Marcus whispers. Dana finds a drawer labeled Family Atu 93.com. Inside, burned files, blackened edges. She pulls out a warped cassette. "It's analog," she says. "Pre-digital redaction." They slip it into a dusty player. Static. Nah. Then a voice. "Anna's sister, trembling, broken." He said, "If I told anyone, he'd bury it under the court, make it vanish." Suddenly, footsteps echo above. Dana kills the recorder. They freeze. Dust falls from the ceiling. "They know we're here," Marcus murmurs. A light flickers out overhead. Another step. But closer. Back at Anna's apartment, she flips through her sister's old sketchbooks. One page draws her in, a family tree, but with certain names blacked out, others circled in red. At the bottom, "Silence isn't survival, it's currency." A knock at the door. Anna startles. She wasn't expecting anyone. She approaches slowly, clutching the sketchbook. Another knock. No peephole. No voice. She opens it a crack. No one there. Just a cassette tape on the ground. She picks it up, hands trembling. Inside, a slip of paper. "Play this when you're ready to hear what silence costs." Anna locks the door, breath heavy, tape pressed to her chest. She backs away as the hallway light outside flickers, once, twice, then dies. Anna sits alone in her bedroom, the cassette player resting on the nightstand. Her hand hovers over the play button. She presses it. A click, static, then a familiar voice, her sister. If you're hearing this, it means I failed. It wasn't just him, it was all of them. They made me choose silence. Anna gasps. The voice continues, brittle but clear. The keeper. He records everything. But not on tape. He buries it in the people who survive. Anna clutches the player. He's not gone. He's still watching her. A pause. There's something I never told you. The girl. She's not my daughter. Silence. Anna's blood drains from her face. She's yours, Anna. And he took you too. You just forgot. Anna stares at her reflection, eyes wide with horror. No, she whispers. But the pieces begin to click into place. Her memories weren't missing. They were stolen. Marcus and Dana review files in his apartment. The cassette Anna played now copied onto a laptop. Dana replays the final seconds again. You. Marcus leans in. Back it up. That sound. She scrubs the waveform. A child's voice overlaps the static. He lives in the courtroom floor. Dana chills. That wasn't in the original file. Marcus pulls out a photo. An old blueprint of the courthouse. He traces a hatch under the judge's bench. This door, it's sealed, hasn't been opened in 30 years. Dan mutters, unless someone's been using it. Marcus looks up. She's not hallucinating, she's remembering. Dana pulls up a name from the system. Guess who oversaw the courtroom renovations? The same man who signed off her sister's abuse case. Marcus stands. Time to dig up what they buried. In the courthouse at night, Marcus and Dana pry open the sealed floor hatch beneath the judge's bench. It groans with age. A narrow stairway descends into darkness. Flashlights flicker to life. Dust dances in their beams. The air thickens. At the bottom, a chamber, concrete walls lined with decaying filing cabinets, hundreds of tapes marked with names. One cabinet labeled witnesses, redacted. Dana opens it, rows of unmarked cassettes, save one. It reads Anna K., 1994. Marcus whispers, she was a witness too. Dana's hands tremble. They recorded her, before she could even speak. From the shadows, a faint shuffling sound. Both freeze. A monitor clicks on by itself. Static. Then a distorted image. A man with burned hands watching them through the screen. Dana gasps, "Tut. He's not a ghost. He's a gatekeeper." Anna stands in the doorway of the child's room, tears streaking her face. The girl is coloring, word crayon, again and again over a page. "Sweetheart," Anna says, trembling, "I need to tell you something." The girl doesn't look up. "I know," she says. "You're my mom. He said you'd remember when I finished drawing the door." Anna kneels beside her, hands shaking. "Why didn't you tell me?" The girl's voice is hollow. "Because silence keeps us safe." Anna holds her close. "No, it doesn't. It kills us." The girl finally looks into her mother's eyes. "Then you have to speak before he finds someone else." Anna notices the drawing. It's the same door from the courthouse. Below it, another figure now appears. It's her. Mouth sewn shut. Anna chokes back a sob. "I'm sorry," she whispers. The girl simply says, "You still have time." Marcus arrives at the apartment, pale and panting. Anna opens the door, clutching her daughter. "You were right," he says. "She was the key. And you were silenced before." Anna steps aside, letting him in. Dana enters behind him, holding the redacted testimony cassette. "We need to play this," she says. The girl climbs into Anna's lap. As the cassette rolls, a younger Anna's voice plays. "He said if I forgot I'd survive. He said silence would protect me." Marcus whispers, "They hypnotized you, conditioned your memory." Anna's hands tighten around her child. "But I remember now." The girl says softly, "He doesn't like that." The lights flicker. A cold wind slithers through the room. Dana loads a second tape into the player. This one isn't labeled. It starts with laughter, then screaming, and then a voice. You broke the seal. Anna steps into the courtroom, her daughter's hand in hers. She wears her sister's red dress, the same one from the photo. Gasps ripple through the gallery. A televised hearing is underway, an emergency review of the abuse case long buried. On the screen behind the judge, Dana connects a drive. We've recovered unauthorized witness recordings, she announces. The judge protests, but Marcus interrupts. Your Honor, this courtroom has been complicit in silencing victims. The video plays. Anna's childhood voice crackles to life. He told me if I spoke, they'd never find my mom again. A murmur of horror spreads. Anna stands. I was that girl. I forgot because they made me forget. The gallery breaks into chaos. The judge tries to adjourn, but Anna turns to the crowd. He's still watching, but now we're watching back. Security bursts in as the courtroom erupts. The judge tries to retreat, but Marcus blocks his path. Where's the hatch lead? He demands. The judge shakes his head. You have no idea what you've done. Dana slams a folder on the bench. We know about the tapes. We know who signed the clearance. Anna steps forward, placing a cassette down. He left this for you. The judge hesitates, then plays it. A voice echoes, Hello, Your Honor. We remember you. And your silence. The judge pales. The voice continues. One by one they're remembering. One by one you'll be erased. He collapses into his chair. Outside, protesters gather, shouting Anna's name. She turns to her daughter, who says quietly, You did it. Anna kneels beside her. No, sweetie, we did it together. Outside the courthouse, Anna stands before the growing crowd. Reporters shove microphones forward. Flashbulbs strobe. She speaks calmly. We were told silence would save us. It didn't. She lifts the red necklace into the air. This belonged to my sister. She's gone because they made her quiet. Murmurs spread like wildfire. Behind her, Dana and Marcus watch as media vans scramble to broadcast live. We have names, Anna continues. We have tapes, and we're not afraid anymore. A small voice beside her chimes in, her daughter. He kept the stories, but we took them back. The crowd cheers. Anna lifts her daughter into her arms, both lit by a shaft of golden dusk light breaking through the clouds. In the silence, justice begins, not with a verdict, but a voice. In a locked records room miles away, a man with bandaged hands watches the news feed. His face is never shown, only his hands, trembling, tightening around an old microphone. Shelves of tapes surround him. One by one, the red lights on the tapes begin to flicker. His hand reaches for a lever. He hesitates. The screen shows Anna holding her daughter. The girl's eyes seem to stare directly at the feed. The man exhales slowly. You weren't supposed to remember, he growls. Behind him, a monitor flashes a warning. Witness loop terminated. His hands twitch. Something inside the wall groans, like metal shifting. He looks around, fear breaking through. From the darkness, a whisper. She opened the door. The red lights on the shelf all blink off. That night, Anna walks alone in the hallway outside her daughter's room. She holds a blank cassette in her hand. She opens the attic and climbs the stairs. Inside, she places the cassette in a small locked box beside an old family photo, her sister and a baby in red. She locks it and buries the box beneath a loose floorboard. Then she writes one word in chalk on the wood. Truth. Downstairs, her daughter hums softly, no longer off-key. Anna listens, tears rising. But this time they don't fall from pain. In the silence there is no fear. Just memory. And the sound of healing beginning. She closes the attic, walks toward the light of her daughter's room. The camera lingers on the floorboard. A single breathless whisper escapes beneath it. You found me. The courthouse is quiet now. Caution tape flutters in the wind like tired flags. Marcus stands at the base of the steps, watching workers remove damaged record boxes. Dana joins him, coffee in hand. So what happens now? She asks. Marcus shrugs. They'll close the case. Say it's an anomaly. Internal mishandling. Maybe some retirements. Dana nods slowly. And her? Marcus looks toward a window across the street. Anna and her daughter watching from behind glass. She survived, he says. And remembered, that's more than most. Dana exhales. You think he's really gone? Marcus turns to her. He's not a man, he's a system, but systems can be starved. A gust of wind rattles the empty flagpole above them. No anthem left. Just space for a new one. In the child's bedroom, the stuffed rabbit lies upright now, no longer limp. The girl brushes its ears softly, humming a tune that no longer haunts. Anna enters, holding a warm towel. Bath's ready, she says. The girl smiles, a real one, small but unbroken. As Anna lifts her, the girl asks, will he come back? Anna pauses. Not if we keep telling the truth. The girl nods, then says, he can't hide in voices if we keep using ours. Anna's eyes well up, but she holds steady. Exactly. In the hallway, light spills in from the bathroom. Steam curls in the air. The girl giggles, carefree, present. For the first time in the story, laughter exists. Not forced. Not echoed. Just pure. Anna watches her go and whispers to herself, let it stay. At a public archive exhibit, Marcus walks among preserved court relics now displayed as part of a corruption exposé. One glass case features the infamous red necklace beside a sign, Artifacts of Silence. He stops, reading a placard with Anna's written words. I remembered so others could be heard. A young girl nearby stares at the necklace. What is that? She asks her teacher. Proof that someone listened, the teacher replies. Marcus closes his eyes briefly. He moves on, leaving behind the pieces of a case that nearly erased a generation. As he exits, Dana approaches with a folder. New inquiry. Another sealed case. Same signs. Marcus nods. So we begin again. Outside, the world moves, unaware of how close it came to forgetting everything. Anna walks through a garden, hand in hand with her daughter. The flowers are wild, untrimmed, blooming without permission. What do you want to be? Anna asks. The girl grins. Loud. Anna laughs. Good. Be louder than I ever was. They pause at a tree, its bark etched with initials long faded. Anna touches it gently. This was mine. Before everything. The girl presses her hand beside Anna's. Now it's ours. Birds call in the distance. Sunlight pierces through branches. They sit beneath the tree, leaning into each other. No ghosts. No watchers. Just wind and grass and breath. Do you think others like us will remember too? The girl asks. Anna closes her eyes. I think they already have. At dusk, Anna sits alone on the porch, the child already asleep inside. She holds an old photograph, the original, untouched one. Her sister, arms wrapped around a baby. Anna herself. It had always been her, but the image never made sense until now. She flips it over. One shoe. In faded pencil, protect her voice. A tear trails down her cheek, not from grief but recognition. She places the photo in a wooden box and locks it. On the porch rail, a new sign hangs. No silence beyond this point. A breeze stirs the wind chime. Anna leans back in the chair, watching the stars blink alive. For the first time she doesn't flinch at the quiet. Because this time it belongs to her. The attic is dark now. Dust floats through a single beam of moonlight, cutting through the slats. The floorboard Anna locked earlier is undisturbed. All is still. But from beneath the wood comes a faint click, like a tape loading into a player. Then, silence. Not peaceful silence, but a hollow one. One pregnant with memory. A red light flickers once from beneath the floor. And then, a voice. Scratchy. Faint. Unmistakable. You heard her. But did you hear me? A child's hand, older now, opens a drawer in a different house, in a different time. She finds a cassette with no label. She turns it over, frowning. On the back, a single word, handwritten, return. She inserts it into a player. Static. Her face stiffens. She leans closer, but we don't hear the voice. Just the sound of her breathing, fast, shallow. She stops the tape, turns to the camera. Who was she? A distant voice replies off-screen. Someone who forgot. Just like you. An old storage unit door creaks open. Wish so. Inside, rows of cassettes labeled with names the world forgot. In the corner, a man in a caretaker's uniform walks the aisles. He stops at one. Anna K. recovered. He exhales, removes it, and slips in a new one labeled, The Girl, Unknown. As he walks out, the lights overhead blink, one by one. On the wall, etched in dust, are words. Silence never dies, it adapts. A security camera monitor buzzes to life in a sealed room. It displays a new feed. An unknown child entering a courtroom lobby. The child looks directly into the camera. They pause, tilt their head. Then smile. The screen blinks. The words, New witness detected. No one is in the room. No operator. The system is running itself. In a back corner, the red recording light begins to blink again. Black screen. Silence. Then, a faint whirring. A final tape plays. The girl's voice, older, wiser, echoes, You thought we forgot. But silence only makes us listen harder. A beat. Then, this time, we're recording you. The red light flares. One final flash. Endite.